Hey guys, welcome to this week's Hot or Not Thursday. We are going to be discussing Revlon's new full cover foundation that promises a full coverage mattified wear for 24 hours. It is $13.99. It comes in, I believe, 16-ish colors. I will double check on that, but it has a decent shade range, not great. I'm going to get into that a little bit more about like how hard it is to actually pick it out on the display. We're going to cover that, their new primer, their new mascara, this one which is called the Volumizing. And I just kind of wanted to chat with you guys about new Revlon, whatnot. I saw it, it intrigued me. You know, I haven't had the best of luck with Revlon foundations. If we take a quick trip down memory lane, the last foundation that I tried of theirs was so bad. Like, I didn't even want to upload the video because I was kind of embarrassed, and I did like a really extreme close-up. And the foundation itself was like sitting on top of my skin and like not peeling. That's dramatic. It was peeling off of my skin, and it was not good. And then I mentioned in my foundation declutter that I all of a sudden got anxiety because I just realized I did a foundation declutter, and it's like, here I am once more trying new foundation to add to the drawer back there. I mentioned in the foundation declutter video that I had worn the Color Stay and enjoyed it, but if I wear that one day after day after day, for some reason it really starts drying my skin out. So I ultimately did part ways with that one, but that's kind of my relationship with foundation from Revlon. I've never really found one that I just go back to and swear by. I know my younger sister Erica, she loves the Color Stay. Like, she can wear that all the time, and she's a nurse and she loves that for like an all-day wear, but for me it just never worked out. Anyway, let's hop right in. I have drop-in inserts of application. I have worn this more than once. This is not a first impression, so I played around with these products. I've worn them when I've been filming, when I haven't been filming, and I wanted to gather up really good thoughts on this new launch for you guys before sitting down to film this video. So this is definitely, I gave it like a good shot. This right here, I did only wear once because that was just enough for me. I do not like this. This is the kind of primer that I was telling you guys, like the YSL primer and the Dior primer, that they have that kind of SPF white cast. This is probably the worst one I have ever tried that does that kind of a thing that I was mentioning. I'm gonna show you right here. It's super, super liquidy. Do we see this? And when you go to blend it in, it leaves this funky gray, almost violet sunscreen white cast, and I do not like that. I feel like this almost made my skin feel greasy and tacky, and I did not like the foundation as much when I used it with this primer versus when I used the foundation with my own primers that I know and love and trust. So this one is an absolute pass for me. I do not like it. Moving on to foundation, I have brought up on my laptop right here, I feel so professional, I have the Revlon page up, and they say that this Color Stay full cover foundation is a full coverage matte finish. It lasts 24 hours. No, it doesn't. That's a lie. It's a comfortable wear that moves with your skin. It does do that. Without flaking or caking, it does do that. Easy to apply. Check. Yes, it does that. And it blends seamlessly. That's actually something that I really, really like about this full cover foundation is it blends like that. It blends so quickly. You could just use your fingertips. It's really surprising how much coverage you get out of this. With the texture being so almost mousse-like and puffy, it just has that kind of light whipped type of a texture. And when you go to blend this out, whatever you use, I've used my Clarisonic, I've used a beauty blender, you can use your fingers. You really can get this on your face looking flawless, seamless, great, with whatever method you like to do. So I love that about the product. I think that is like one of the great things about it. It is very mattifying without drying or caking, and that is very unusual. It does get a little bit shiny about halfway through the day. So this is not like the Cover FX Power Play foundation that is like super mattifying all day long, or the Rihanna Fenty foundation. I'm trying to think of other like super mattifying. It's like somewhere kind of in the middle. It gives you a nice matte finish for sure when you first have it on, but about 6 hours into wear time, it does start getting a little bit oily. In the T-zone for me, that's my trouble area, so I did definitely notice that. They have 16 shades from what I can see on the Revlon site. The problem that I had, you guys, oh my gosh, the display that I saw at CVS at like 11:30 at night, by the way, oh my gosh, I was in my pajamas, you guys. I was wearing like pajamas with holes in them. I was going to pick up something really, really quick with James, but of course, like I wander over to the makeup. Nothing has changed. I will never not love makeup and new makeup displays. Like it just will never not be exciting to me. So he was picking something up and I had to get a couple of things at 11:30 at night. Anyway, I ran into a subscriber and I had holes in my pajamas and I was wearing ugly flip-flops and my hair was like up on my head like this, and I feel like I had food in my teeth from a salad and I hadn't even like checked in the mirror before leaving the house, because that's normal and like normal people do that. But I ran into her and I was just like, really excited to meet a subscriber. I always am, but I was just like, I am a disappointment right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I have a weird attachment to that visit to CVS at 11:30 at night in my ripped up PJs picking up this foundation. There was no point to that story whatsoever. Additional no point to that story, and I shared this on Snapchat. We came home from CVS and Puka, who like 99% of the time is a perfect angel, we left him downstairs and he like peed everywhere. It was a bad night. Maybe that's why I'm like being a little bit extra judgy with this foundation. It was a bad night at the drugstore. Okay, so anyway, I tried it out the next day. Like I quickly started playing with this foundation. I've worn it 4 different times. And of course, I tried it once with the primer. Don't like that. With my primers, my Tarte and my Guerlain, it works great. I do really like this foundation, you guys. I surprisingly enjoy it a lot. I don't agree with the 24-hour thing, because after about 8 hours, it starts breaking apart on me. And it looks a little shiny. So if you're looking for super long wear, I still think Laura Mercier is for the win. But if you're looking for something that blends fast, that is very natural looking but mattifying on the skin and feels really light, I think you will enjoy this. I would try to use a coupon or get it on sale if you can, because it is $13.99, which is a little bit up there in price for the drugstore. But at the same time, like, my God, drugstore foundations are getting so expensive. Like, they're like almost $20 sometimes. It's crazy. Back to the color selection issue. So I approached the display and they just had like barely any colors left. And it was really hard to tell through the, like, these look identical, right? Can you imagine? You're like, what's my shade? 200 or 220, and these are very different. So what I would recommend is go on over to the regular Revlon display. In their glass jars, you can get a better idea of what the color is and what the undertone is. So I would suggest doing that, because I sat there like this for a while, like 200, 220. Like I really, and they're closed and there's no samples. So you really don't know what kind of color you're gonna get. I knew I was doing a video like this, so I bought 3 shades to do the review, but that was a challenge for sure. Okay, moving on to eyes, because they did have another new display, and that was this Volumizing mascara. And of course, when there's a new mascara that has a ton of claims, especially from the drugstore, I'm just like, ooh, okay, like let's see what that's about. And this one is really good, you guys. Freaking surprised. I am surprised that this is so good. It really just lengthens and adds volume. And it's a little similar to Lash Paradise. Like it has kind of a similar feeling to me. I really, really like this. It was a really good lash day for me. I enjoyed this. I will keep using it. It's purple, my favorite color. Gotta love that. So we have another drugstore mascara that is really, really good, and I'm impressed. The last ones I tried from Revlon, I really, 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 really did not like. Okay, so moving on to this Colorstay Cream Gel Liner. This collected in my tear duct like crazy. It actually smeared all the way up here the first time that I wore it, and then I decided the second time to wear it just on the top and not really take it all the way in, and it still kind of smudged and like almost got under here. So I will not be using this again. I do not like this whatsoever, do not recommend it. So we have 2 that are a pass, 2 that are a win, and that's brand new from Revlon. There you have it. So I hope you enjoy this kind of old school hot or not video. This is more the style that I used to do, where it wasn't just like one product and like, wow. I upload 5 days a week, so I feel like there's room for everything, but sometimes I really like just kind of trying the product out for a while and then giving you like the full lowdown on a newer collection. So I do hope you enjoyed this. If you did, you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you are subscribed. If you have not turned on your notification bell, well, why have you not done that? Because you need to see my videos in your subscription feed. So I hope you turn that on for my channel, and stay tuned because I have really cool videos coming up. Like tomorrow, I'm letting Siri pick my makeup. But then also, you guys, this major declutter that I have been going through has meant that there are so many incredible giveaways right around the corner. So I'm gonna be doing a ton of them very, very shortly. Stay tuned for that. And I love you guys so much. I hope you are having such a good day, whatever you are doing. Thank you for hanging out with me. As always, I really appreciate it. And I will see you all in tomorrow's video. Mwah.